Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for your patience. I'm here for the South African post-match press conference following the seven-wicket victory against Sri Lanka here at the Kimberley Oval. Top of the table, we've got player of the match and Proteas captain, Laura Wolvaardt, ready to take your questions. She's also now the leading run scorer in women's ODI cricket for South Africa as well. Can I please have, sir, you want to ask the first question and then we'll move over to Zoom. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Again, my name is Wolvaardt from One Free State TV. Captain, first of all, congratulations. What a beautiful game. Talk to us about how do you feel about your team today, the performance that you guys gave it to us.
Yeah, I'm obviously very happy. I think last game we were a bit disappointed with the rain. I felt like we put up a good score on the board. And then the key for us was to be consistent throughout the series and to bat well again. I think the bowlers did a great job early to restrict them to 230-ish. And I think that chase was definitely not easy. I think Kapi batted exceptionally well. And yeah, very happy that we were able to see it through to the end.
Mm-hmm. We have seen that to the T20 games, you couldn't perform well, but on this one's ODIs, you're giving us the massive points, you know. So talk to us about the coming games. Like you guys, what do you expect from your opponents for the last game?
Yeah, obviously these ODI points are really important for us because they're part of the World Cup qualification, so very happy with the win today. I think it makes the win mean a bit more. And obviously I think they're going to have to come hard the next game, but we're definitely looking to win the series, so if we can win that game, that'll be awesome.
Mm-hmm. From today's games, what did you learn from today's games?
I think patience for me, especially in the middle there with Kapi. I think I got frustrated quite a bit. Their spinners are quite crafty, and I think the wicket suited their attack quite a bit. And they started bowling slower and slower and getting a bit more turn, which was tough. Definitely not one of my easier innings. It was hard work and batted quite slow. I think Kapi took so much pressure off of me, and she just let me sort of play the anchor role. Yeah, and she was just whacking them around. It was awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Laura, good evening. Congratulations.
Thanks.
My name is Ben Records. I'm from BRICS Global Television Networks. Firstly, I'd like to understand, was that the best toss to win?
Well, I was just happy to win the toss, I think. It was my first toss win in like 13 games. And we were hoping that it would slide on nicely under the lights chasing. But there were one or two that started bouncing a bit funnier. It got a bit lower and slower as the game went on. But yeah, our initial thought was just that it was going to spin less and skid on more under lights. But yeah, it was still pretty tricky.
Yeah, is it the pitch that you're used to betting on? Because you were betting like you just wanted to get out of here. What was the plan? Was it easy for you to bet today, or was it easy for you to see the ball coming? Because under the lights, I'd imagine it might be difficult.
It was definitely not an easy wicket to bat on. I think it was a bit too paced. There were a couple of spots that just took off. I think you saw when our seamers were bowling as well, just that extra bounce, and then other spots that sort of rolled on the other side, which was tough. Yeah, it was difficult because you want to play as straight as you can just in case one rolls. So yeah, I think Kapi and I were able to build a good partnership on a tricky wicket. So yeah.
Congratulations once again. I think you guys have got the best team there. You guys are great.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Good evening, Captain. I came from the independent media. So I just want to find out, the coach has spoken a lot about you guys starting well and finishing what you started well. So how do you plan on doing that since you started well in the T20 series, but the finish was not so good?
Yeah, it's funny because normally it's the other way around. Normally we start pretty bad and then get better as the series goes on. But so far we've started well in both series, and I was glad we were able to back it up with a win today. So yeah, that third game will definitely be very important for us. I think just from an overall team consistency point as well, just to have 3 good solid games in a row, I think will go a long way for this team.
And also, where do you rank today's innings? It took you 141 balls to get there. So looking at your previous centuries, where do you rank this one?
It was definitely probably one of my harder working ones. I think it meant a lot because I really had to sort of dig deep in the middle. I was getting really frustrated and felt like I wasn't hitting it that well. But yeah, I think Kapi and I were able to time it perfectly. I think yeah, if she wasn't there, I probably would have gotten out, been frustrated a lot earlier. And it's always nice to score 100 in a chase as well, and to see the team over the line. So it's up there. But yeah, obviously not my most fluent innings.
Okay, lastly, you've had the T20 series and the ODI currently with just 2 matches. Obviously, the first one rained out. How ready do you feel for the World Cup that's coming up, and also preparation for next year's World Cup?
Yeah, I think obviously this T20 series was nice to have a look at some options. We gave some new players a go, like Karabu, and Annery Dirksen was able to get a few games in as well. So it was awesome to see what sort of depth we have. Obviously these ODIs are very important for the points, so we'd be looking to play our best 11. But I think we've got a good look at the depth on our side. And obviously, unfortunate a few injuries at the moment, but I think when everyone's fit and healthy, we have a really solid lineup to choose from.
Thank you so much. Moving over to our members of the media online, thank you so much for your patience. Can I start off with Ane, and then we'll finish off with Kailani. Thank you. Ane, please go ahead.
Thanks, Lita. Laura, I just want to ask you, obviously, it was a massive performance to take you to the top.
Ane, sorry, can you just restart your question over? We're just struggling to hear you a bit. Your network is breaking. Just start again, please. Thank you. Ane?
Yes, sorry, Lita, can you hear me now? Or was
Yes,
it
we
still-
can. Yes, we can.
My question is just to Laura, firstly, about becoming the leading scorer in ODIs for women. As the commentators said, I don't think Laura was even aware of her record.
Ane,
But I just want to ask her what is next for the great.
all right, I'll just summarize the question for you.
Yeah, sorry, Lita.
No worries. Ane, Laura, it's just a question on obviously breaking Mignon's long-lasting record at such a young age as well, just 24 years old.
Yeah, obviously it's pretty cool. Lita made me aware of the stat a couple of weeks ago, so I did know it was coming up. But yeah, I think it's awesome to have played so many games already, and being only 24 and to have gotten the opportunity to play so many ODIs for South Africa is really amazing. And yeah, to be on a list with some of the greats of the game in women's cricket, like Mignon and Lizelle. So yeah, it's cool. Obviously still have quite a lot of cricket in me, so I'm looking forward to hopefully scoring a lot more and pushing that number up.
Thank you. Ane, can we just try you one more time for your second question?
Yes, Lita, I'm not sure. It seems from my side that it is working, but I hear that it's not come across right.
Yeah, you can just go ahead with your last question.
My second question will be about, I saw earlier today that Laura congratulated Gerda Steyn on a Great to Oceans Marathon win. I just want to know what it means to Laura for women, to inspire women.
Yeah, I saw that run. I saw she'd already finished the run before I woke up this morning, so I was a bit in awe of that achievement. And yeah, just the stats of the run, the pace that she ran it at. I think she ran it at a faster pace than what I run my max 2K time trial. So we were all talking about it on the bus this morning, just how crazy that achievement actually is, to run such an ultra marathon in that time. So yeah, I think it's awesome. I think she's really leading the way for women's running, and it's been amazing to see what she's been able to achieve, and she just keeps breaking her own records. So yeah, she's really awesome.
Thank you so much, Ane. Kailani, we'll finish off with you. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Lita. Congratulations, Laura. Such a great win. And I remember when you were in Australia, every press conference you kept coming back, one line as cricket is a funny thing. And you were on the other side of results in Australia. Back home, back on the winning list, as a captain with your own personal form, how satisfying it is to have this in bag right now.
Yeah, it's very satisfying. I think obviously Australia was a tough month for me, personal form-wise. But yeah, cricket is a funny game. I don't feel like I'm doing too much different at the moment. I've been a bit lucky as well lately. I've got luck on my side. I've had a few drop catches here and there. But yeah, it's been awesome to be able to sort of put my head down and bat and spend a good amount of time out in the middle after maybe not doing so much in Australia. So yeah, it's been nice.
And also captaincy wise, what are the learnings that happened in Australia that are helping you right now in this series? And even with the T20 result not going your way, you've been able to come back and bounce back, honestly. So how has it helped you personally as a captain?
Yeah, I feel like I'm learning more and more as I'm going on with the captaincy. Australia was obviously a tough tour for us. A bit different. I think the wickets there were sort of fast and bouncy. We had a couple of different plans to what we maybe have now on these slower and lower wickets. But overall, yeah, I think I had to learn a lot about Test cricket as well. And I think just learning more and more about bowling plans as I'm going has just been helping, and seeing different conditions, assessing different wickets. I think it'll just get better as it's going on. So yeah, I'm still learning, but it's slowly becoming easier, I guess, especially doing it with the same bowlers over and over. I think some plans become sort of more habit and a bit easier. So.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kailani. That brings us to the end.
Just the last one from me.
Sorry, Kailani.
If I
Just
can,
running out of
just
time. Sorry. Please, that brings us to the end of today's post-match presser. We'll be sure to send you highlights, audio and
Thank
video.
you.
Thank you, Kailani. Thank you, Laura.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you.